I want to do some house, taking notes right here. What we're going to go over today is just we're gonna go over, introduce about ourselves if you don't know yet about us. We're gonna circle, touch points on some of the common mistakes by agents. And we love our social media, so we're gonna discuss about it. Also touching on running ads, on how we can generate more leads at the end of the day. And then last but not least, we wanna touch base on all the helpful tools that we think you can just not miss out. Yep. So that will be the timeline for the event today. All right, so let me reintroduce myself. My name is May. I have my background in financing and MBA. I started out real estate almost 5 years ago. At first, I thought that I'm going to buy a house. Why don't we just learn about real estate and understand more about it. Start out part-time for 2-3 years, and then I shift to full-time in the end of my 3rd year. And last year, 2024, is when I started my team with Real Thao. So we are still small family here with 5 of us, but we were able to sell over 20 mil last year, and it's a little bit over 70 transactions in 2024. I love my EXP families here. We have about 80 agents in my group, and we're all about collaboration and growing together. I am a mom of 2 boys, and they are everything in my world. At the end of the day, we want to be a top producer, but we also want to be a good mom and good wife to our families, right?
Yep. I have to go home and pump after this.
Is the mic in? I don't think the mic is in. Is it in?
Hello?
Can you hear us okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can speak louder. So yeah, my name is Thao, and I graduated from University of Houston in entrepreneurship and marketing. So I have a marketing degree, so a lot of you here, don't worry, I went to school for this. So I learned this in school, and I'm gonna teach you again, but this will apply to real estate. I started real estate in 2018, so I have 7 years in the business already. Last year we broke the record. We did 92 million. I run the team in Houston and Austin, and we have about 20 agents in 2 cities. What else? We're actually the top 10 team in Texas, in the entire state of Texas at EXP. Yeah, I am a mom of my baby boy. He's only 3 months old. His name is William. I am super proud. And one thing I promised to myself, to not be the parents who blame the kid for holding them back. A lot of time I hear real estate agents or business owners, they often say, if I don't have my 2 kids, then I probably would do this and that. I would be so far. I would be a millionaire, or I would excel in my business. So I make a promise to myself that because of my son, because of my kid, will be more disciplined. Will be better at time management. And because of my son, my business will grow even bigger.
Yeah, way to go. Yeah, as you can see, both of us have quite different background. We run our business quite differently as well, with 2 different sides of teams, with me starting out as a solo agent running a smaller team, and Thao is running a mega team. So today, that's why we want to join together to share with you from both of, I would say, 2 different aspects. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we want to spill our secrets to you of how we're able to continue to grow in the last couple years. All right, hope you are ready. Yes, so first of all, let's touch on some of the struggle of the traditional lead generations.
So I know a lot of people have a ton of success with cold calling, open house, door knocking. I see people run a huge team just on cold calling. So these things really work. But today we're gonna share with you what worked for us. A lot of us here, we didn't go to real estate school to call people, call stranger, or door knock on stranger house, right? We didn't go to real estate school thinking that we have to sacrifice our weekend to do open house and instead of spending time with our family. So today we're going to show you way to leverage your time to run a bigger business and to scale your business.
Right. So what are our secrets? I want to hear from the audience. What are your guesses when it comes to our secrets of, I would say, success in the last couple of years of the main way how we generate leads? Any guess from the audience? Social media. All right. What else?
Hard work.
Hard
social
work.
media.
Yes. Any other guess? Consistency. Yes. All right, so I heard a lot of good notes here. What the secrets are, let's continue to watch the presentation and you will find out. All right, that's why you gotta focus and not letting any of the notes out, right?
Yeah.
All right, so moving on, we wanna touch on, first of all, what are we not doing right? What are some of the common mistakes that I saw new agents or even agents coming in the first couple years of real estate that dealing right now? The number one that I feel like most of us get encountered is not focused on income producing activities. You're running your own business in real estate. It's just a lot of things that you gotta do. You gotta make sure you make that phone call. You have to make sure that you show that clients 20, 30 houses. You wanna make sure that you go into follow up with that client who haven't heard for 3-6 months. So we always have two categories of activities. One is income generating, the other one is non-income generating tasks. So how do we focusing on more on the income generating tasks just so we can run our business more effectively? So I saw new agents spending maybe an hour just to edit a video for 30 seconds to put up on Instagram or Facebook. Is it effective? Yeah, no, it's not effective, right? If I hear somebody that drive an hour to show that buyer one house in Saturday afternoon, is it effective? It's maybe not. So how do we leverage both human and technology so we can focusing more on income generating activities? For example, we're gonna video ourselves for content. We're gonna video that new construction. We're gonna share about that new loan program with the lender. So focusing more on income activity will be able to help you to go further. And I do have a list of what are some of the income generating activities and what are none. So if you want to get those lists, feel free to connect with me at the end and then I'll share the list to you.
Also, a platform that I use a lot is Fiverr. We get used to going to Fiverr, 5 vendors that actually can edit your video. When I just started, before we have our in-house editor, I used to spend $10 to $15 per video. You guys might think, oh, but I'm not busy. I'd rather spend this 30 minutes or an hour to do my own video. But again, you're not a pro. Let a pro do it. They will do it better. Your video will look better. And also, it saves you a lot of time. Like May said, instead of that 1 hour, go generate more business by shoot more video, do more content, post on social media. And also, something that our brain will tell us, if it's too difficult, our brain will tell us to stop doing it. Hey, don't do video. Don't go out there and shoot content because you're gonna have to go home and you're gonna have to edit it. You're gonna have to spend hours to edit it. And guess what? Your video might only have 100 views or 50 views and it's not worth it. So it discourages us from doing the activities that actually income producing.
That's right. And that's going back to the lack of consistency, right? So like Thao mentioned, when you spend too much time to do things that you don't really like, then you tend not to do it. So everyone knows social media work. Everyone knows that you should put yourself on Facebook, Instagram to make yourself familiar with any potential lead. But how often do you post that content on your social media? So I know that for Thao and I try to keep it at least 2 times per week, if not more, when it comes to keeping up with our content. And if you're gonna post that YouTube video, then we're gonna make sure that we do it at least 1 time a month. So we have to have that schedule and consistency. So sometimes we say, okay, today I wake up and I love to do my videos and I love to explore new construction. So I decided to do like a whole bunch. And then you're gonna post right away 1 or 2 videos, but then a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you forgot to redo it. So without the right consistency, it's not gonna work with social media.
Yeah, and the solution for it is to batch shooting. So every time when I am already in the position, I'm already in the mood to do video, I usually shoot 3 to 4 videos. With short video, the most that I did was 24 videos for one day. And think about it, 24 videos, you can save it and post it for 2 months. And those videos, it doesn't have to be anything shiny. It could be, okay, the disadvantage of co-sign for someone. What is an escrow account when a buyer buy a house? Should they go with a big bank or should they go with a mortgage broker? Think about all of the content. So what I do is, in my note is always content idea. And while I'm driving or meeting up with clients, if I have any idea, then I will put it in my note. And then when the day that I decided to do mass shooting, then I would just open my note. And the great thing about technology is you can go to ChatGPT and then ask them, hey, can you please write a 1-minute script for my video? This is the topic and this is some key point that I want to mention. And the ChatGPT will write out for you. So all you need is just to follow the script. So it's going to be super easy. And I want to touch on number 2. I always tell my team, so whenever someone joins my team, I give them 3 options. First option is you're going to do cold calling. Second is open house. The third one is social media. Whichever option that you choose, I want you to maybe ignore the rest. Not ignore, like social media is important for you to, once a while, you post your win, you post something on social media to let people know that you're still in business, right? But if you're gonna choose to do cold calling, you have to go hardcore. 100 calls a day, it might not be enough. I have seen people do 1,000 dial a day if they go hardcore in cold calling. Open house, 1 open house a week might not work. But if you do 4 open house a week, trust me, you're gonna see your business is growing because you go hardcore into something. And same thing for video. May mentioned, if you're gonna do YouTube video at least once a week, so twice a month, but the key is you have to be consistent. If you skip 1 week, it's gonna hurt your channel. For Facebook, I tell my team if they be consistent with 2 posts, 2 videos, so 4 totals a week, they're gonna see their business growing.
Yep, absolutely. And then, of course, one of the most common mistakes that we all make is forget to follow up. At the end of the day, we all want to generate more leads, right? But leads are leads. How do we convert and make that lead become your client? It's another whole world, right? So any lead that you talk to, at least they know another 2 or 3 more realtors. Yeah. So how do we connect to them? How do we make sure that reminding them that, hey, work with me because of ABC? Following up, I have clients that may not even become client after a year of following up. And if you're just focusing about texting and calling, it could be hard if your database of leads going up. But texting and calling are still one of the best way to follow up, as this show your personal connection, I would say. So try to at least follow up by texting and calling a certain lead for at least 10 times. That would be like an average of how long it takes you to make that lead become your client. But let's say if a buyer say they're not ready to buy until 6 months, a year and a half, and you never know, or somebody that want to sell their house, list their house, but not until the summer, then we're gonna leverage automatically, right? We have KB Core, and I see a lot of agents just missing out on using KV Core. I have buyer that coming back to me after 1.5 years and say, I decided to buy with you because you are the only agents that keep sending me new listings that meet my criteria, what I'm looking for. And honestly, I didn't do it. KV Core is the one who do it. So what I did is I set up for KV Core to send out listing to that particular client for once every 2 weeks. Depending on how urgent that they need to buy, then we set it up that way. And the smart way is like KV Core have the automated response as well. So for example, if the client actually see a listing that KV Core shoot out to them, then KV Core automatically follow up with the email and ask, like the one who send them the email. So that's create a lot of personal connection when it comes to the buyer. And that's how I win that buyer after 1.5 years. So if you're not taking advantage of technology, then definitely look into it because that's really helpful.
Yep. And then the fourth one is handle everything by yourself, right? May mentioned earlier, leverage. Use TC, use Fiverr to edit your video, go to Upwork, learn about those platforms, and then leverage technology and leverage human.
And then what I love about our team here with Team Legacy is we have agents in different areas all over Houston, right? So for example, if I have a client that want to see all the way in, I don't know, Texas City or whatever, it's really far, like 45 minutes away, I know that I can find somebody in there that can help me to show that client instead of driving 45 minutes out and then come back 45 minutes. And that's wastes 2-3 hours of you easily. So find a way that you can leverage and help other people to help you. It's helped a lot in the long run.
Let me add something here. Does anybody want to know the script to talk to your client, talk to your buyer, so you don't have to be the showing agent? Yes. Yeah, okay. A lot of us here would think, oh, I have to show it to the buyer. My buyer is a bit picky. They only want me to show the house. They only want me. And you think you're important, but actually you're not. I have so many houses for my buyers, and I only did 1 or 2 showings, and the rest was just my showing agents. And the script is, hey, Mr. Buyer, great. You want to see that house at 4 p.m. today? I have an appointment at 4 p.m. already, but can I have my showing agent show it to you so that way you can see the house right away? You don't have to wait, and if you like it, we can go ahead and make an offer. But before my agent show you the house at 4, I can go ahead and send you the seller disclosure, and we can talk briefly about the seller disclosure. Prior to going to see the house, you already have all of the information you need. And 99% of the time, the client will say yes to that because they want to see the house right away. They know that you already send them the seller disclosure about the condition of the house, and at the end, they also know that you are able to run comps for them, so you're always there with them. But you're just not there to drive an hour and show that house to them, and end up spending 2-3 hours of your time just to show one house.
Take them and the deal is not going through. So
Yeah.
you kind of like not wasting money, but
That's a good question.
At the end of the day, you have to think it's an investment. If you think, oh man, 40 hours and they only spend 2 hours, I don't make $80 an hour. I can go show those 3 houses and spend 2 hours of my time, right? But at the end of the day, you have to think about it as an investment. If that lead is cold, you shouldn't show 10 houses to them. You should compile that list down to only 2 or 3 homes that they really like, and also leverage open house. But for me, the way I think about it is, if I just get $5,000 from that one listing, from that one buyer, then my budget is to spend up to $1,000 on showing agent. And how many showings does it need to get to 1,000? You can get a lot of showings with that 1,000 that you spend. So I usually set a budget for it, and then as you go, you just spend it without thinking. But if you have to think, oh man, I spend $40 here, $100 there, then you're gonna feel hurt in your pocket. But if you set a budget, hey, I'm still under the budget, and often I never exceed my budget of 1,000.
Yeah, and think about it, even if you driving to show your clients that house, that's cost you your time, right? And gas, and all the things that's involved. So everything if you think it's a good investment, at the end of the day that you have more time on focusing more on income generating activities or spend time with your families, that's very important as well, then take advantage of it, because your time sitting in the car for 45 minutes may not worth it.
But if you're a brand new agent, then go show houses.
Yeah. That's the best way for you to learn. So yeah, we improve the way that we run business as we grow. And last but not least, we're not running our business like a business. So a lot of us, we may start out like a part-time agents. I'm guilty of myself. I used to work as an employee. I know that there's somebody that keep on track of me, what I'm supposed to do. But we are entrepreneur. We're running our business. Nobody gonna tap on our shoulder and say, hey, you're supposed to do 10 calls this morning. You're supposed to set up the open house this weekend. That's all you in your mindset or in your environment. So we have to treat this one as your business. If you stop doing the tasks that you're supposed to do, then you cannot expect to generate the income that you wanted. When it comes to being a realtor, I think keeping up with the momentum and motivation are just very important.
Yep.
So now we're going deep down into what we're doing with our business. So if you have our Facebook or Instagram, and I know a few of you are really good at building your online appearance as well. So we make sure that if you guys go into Facebook, you're gonna see us somewhere, right? By keeping up with our online appearance, with our branding. And we're not limited ourselves in one platform. We want to make sure that if you tune in that Facebook, at least 2 hours a day, then you're going to see me, my post somewhere, somehow, my story. Or if you go to YouTube, then you cannot miss out the recent video that we show, right? So we want to be ourselves, and we want to make sure that we are everywhere when it comes to our online appearance.
And then if you look here, a lot of you might think, oh man, every time when I post a video, I only have 30 views or 100 views. This is our new channel, Living in Texas with Win-Win. That's our English channel. It's only have 450 subscribers, but we still get leads from it. It doesn't matter the amount of subscribers. Of course, the more subscribers you have, the more views, the more leads you get, but it doesn't mean with your brand new channel you don't get leads. We still get leads from that brand new channel. We also have another Vietnamese channel that has over 100,000 subscribers. That one get more leads, more views, but at the end of the day, what I encourage you to do is to start something, start YouTube channel if you don't have it, because it's really working for us.
Mm-hmm. And it saves you a lot of time as well, because in this way, every client, before they want to talk to you or want to choose you as your agent, they do their own research, they do their own diligence. So they're going to go online and research to see, oh, what the buyer is talking about this agent, or who are they? Are they good? Are they really good? So they do their own research. How do we make sure that when they put our name on Google search, then there are good things that come up and they have something to review when it comes to our online appearance. And that's also help the client familiar with you and your brand before you even have to talk to them. So I remember when I first started out as a new agent, it's gonna take me hours to convert that lead and convince or show that potential lead that, hey, I'm good and work with me. But after 4.5 years now, it saved me a lot of time, because sometimes the client already see me on YouTube, already saw me somewhere online, they already watch my video, so I don't have to reintroduce myself, or I don't have to sell myself too much. And that helps a lot to save in my time, so I can scale my business.
And the key here is be more personal as us. Now that we have AI, we have technology, like the audience, they are hungry of the personal touch. They hungry of just the raw content. That's why a lot of vlog, now the trend is they going back now. Less editing, be more raw. That's why you see video on Instagram behind the scene, like people love those. If your video is too smooth, the clients might not like it. But if you make mistake and then you like stumble, they love those raw content. So it doesn't have to be super professional, super smooth. They put your personal life in there, the personal touch, and the clients will love it. Because I remember I post my wedding video on it, And then when I have a son, then I post video of my son on my YouTube channel too. And the clients, when they call me and they say, hey, congratulations, I saw you just got married. So it just feels like family already. So make sure that you're a real estate agent. Don't flood your social media with just real estate. Mix it with your personal life, like travel, some food content here and there, so the client know you. If you like to travel, make sure that you post it on it. If you have a pet, make sure that you post it on it too. Or your kid, just have a good balance. And that is the key, and this is one of the secrets that I want to share with you.
And later on, we touch on how we can run ads efficiently on social media. Facebook actually, how do I rank your ads better if it's more about you, more personal. As long as it's less industry look like, Facebook gonna encourage to have more people to view your ads. So everything go back into personal connection and relationship nowadays. And that definitely increase your credibility online. Instead of talking to that seller that you can help to sell their house, instead spending time to go through that listing appointment for half an hour, if they see that one video of you proving that how you promote that listing, or how a seller give you a 5-star reviews, then it's already like a halfway done for you when you talking to that seller in the listing appointment. Yeah. So the more that you put online, the less time that you have to sell yourself in person.
Yeah, and then also be consistent with your content, like I mentioned. Post consistent. If you cannot post, don't even start YouTube channel if you cannot be consistent weekly on your content.
And then how do we do daily engagement with the audience? So you may see all of this in ways, way too much things that I have to do, right? Daily engagement can be as easy as posting a story on your Facebook or on Instagram. And if you don't have time, connect your Facebook and Instagram. So each time that you share a story on Instagram, it's pop up on your Facebook. So a daily coffee drink, checking in the morning, anything like that, it's gonna help you to relate yourself more to the audience that you have, and that increase the engagement on a daily basis, and that's very important as well.
Yep.
Here are some of the examples of how I increase my brand recognition, brand awareness in the last year, because I started out my team last year, right? So it's a brand new name. Nobody knows about Real Thao. So I try to make it consistent with my color theme. I try to make it consistent with my font. I try to consistent with my photos and things like that. Just so when somebody just like screen quickly on their Facebook, they're gonna recognize my brand and my team name easily, right? So I try to duplicate the color, as you can see here, and also my face. I want to make it personal, so I'm gonna make sure that I put my face somewhere that each time that people see it. And then when they scroll that Facebook feed, and if it's just like a house and it's like a boring house, nobody gonna see it, nobody gonna read that content of yours. So make sure that you make it personal by adding your name, adding some of the highlights and pop-up colors. So a lot of us love neutral colors, right? But stats show that if you use pop-up color like yellow, like red, like bright green, it helps to catch people's attention when they scroll the feed. And that helps you to catch other people's attention as well. All right, I think as we go in this far, you know that we love social media, right? Why do we love social media so much? I think that's the base foundation of our business since day one when we're doing real estate. That would be the power of social media, the one-to-many. So think about you going to that, hosting that open house, and you talk one-on-one on that lead or one-on-one conversation. It's just one-on-one, right? At the end of the day, after that one-on-one engagement, you're done. That's it. You cannot scale it in that way. But through social media, we can do one-to-many. From that one video, it's unlimited of how many people can see it. It's unlimited of how many people that you can promote. If you run ads, you can expand your sphere of influence. There's more and more audience to your one-time content. And like Thao mentioned earlier, she still have lead from a video that she did 4 years ago. Yeah. So it's there, it's online, and you never know when the keyword kick in, you may get your next client.
And another secret that I want to spill here is you might heard of the platform Social Pilot or other platform that can blast out your content to many social media like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Short, Facebook. But I spent a lot of money in marketing and ad. They said to not use those. Actually, to just post it on by yourself or hire someone to do it for you. But instead of using those platforms, it's gonna reduce your chance of getting in front of your audience. So yeah, when you do a video, since you have it already, don't just target into one platform, post it everywhere. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Short, Instagram, everywhere you could, because you never know. What if TikTok is banned and that's your only source of business, then you're screwed, right?
Yeah, and since you already have that one content, then why don't we expose at the maximum level that we can, right? If I have a video, I'll make sure it's on my story, it's on my Instagram, it's on my Facebook, it's on my YouTube channel. So that in that way, you can maximize your time and your effort in making that video.
And a lot of time we make a mistake that if we do a YouTube video, we just post a link of that YouTube video on Facebook. You should never do that, because why would Facebook advertise for YouTube, right? Because if someone click into that link, then they will redirect them to YouTube. Then the client is not, the audience is not going to be at Facebook anymore. And they are not the same company. They are competition. They are competitor. Then always download the video and then repost it on your Facebook is the best way to do.
Yeah, or if it's too long, then you can always put like a photo of it and just say, check out our newest videos in the comment section.
Yeah.
Or you can cut it down and make it to like a 1 minute reel and then just say, watch the whole video in the comment section, and that when you can get the link, right?
Yeah, I used to hire someone to chop off my YouTube videos into short and then repurpose it on Facebook, and that is another way that you can do too. Since you already spend money on professional videographer, professional editor, why not spend some extra dollars to chop it into short content and post it on your Facebook?
So that leads to the next power, right? It's unlimited growth potential when it comes to social media. Because you know that everybody, what is the stat of how many an average American spend on Facebook nowadays?
An average American spend 4 hours on social media. So the key is, they said, are you going to use social media or are you going to let social media use? You're gonna see my ad and then you're gonna buy my product. You let social media use you, right? But if you take advantage of social media and you to help boost your business, then that is also another way of you leveraging the technology.
Right, and we always go back to leverage, right? How do we leverage more? How do we find that more, use our time more efficiency? So that would be increasing your leverage, and that helps a lot when growing your business. So what do we need to focusing on when it comes to social media? I know that a lot of us say, I'm not tech savvy. It's a lot to do on social media, and you feel very intimidated to do that content. I'm not comfortable recording myself, putting me on content. Then what would be the solution for it? So the answer is, don't overwhelm yourself when it comes to using all the platforms. Choose the platform that you feel most comfortable with to get started with. So I know that some of you may not comfortable sitting for the whole 30 seconds recording yourself talking. Then just do a simple, ask your realtor friend to video yourself, just waving at the camera and walking through the new construction home. That's it. That would be a good opening to your video, and you don't have to do the whole 30-second talking, introducing a house if you're not ready.
And the key is, I learned to not introduce yourself for the first 3 seconds. A lot of us here is, hey, my name is Thao. Today I am going to show you this and this, right? We always should start our video with a hook. You cannot miss this new construction community with 100,000 off, right? Or, hey, this builder is dropping off the 100,000 off their price. You have to watch this video. Things like that. Start your video with a hook and energy. Grab people's attention for the first 3 seconds. Otherwise, they're gonna scroll through your content. And if I have to tell you another secret to focus, we mentioned a lot on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, right? And you'll be like, hey, I don't have time to do all of that. It sounds so overwhelmed. Then just focus on the one thing. Facebook is way to go. A lot of people who can afford to buy the house, they're in the mid-age. They usually over than 30 years old, right? 30 to 60. That is a stat that shows. And those people are on Facebook. They also on Instagram, like a lot of younger generation, they're on Instagram. They can afford buying a house. So if you really focus on Instagram, make sure your Instagram is beautiful. Often you're not gonna get a lot of leads from it. You might get a lot of views. You might boost your brand awareness. But to get actual leads, you have to tap on Facebook and you have to tap on video.
So again, videos. So right now, if you just pull up your social media and if it's just a boring photo of the house, nobody gonna stay that 2 seconds to read the content, right? But if it's a video and you have 3 to 5 seconds to get that hook, to get people to watch it, then they will watch the whole 30 seconds or at least to get them to see your content. So again, I think videos is a way to go nowadays.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not, but if you want to grow your business, you want to find more clients, you're going to generate more leads, then do more videos. And then we always want to go back to that engagement. So I see one of the most common mistakes here as well, that you post that video or you post that content on social media and you just leave it there. One thing that you gotta remember is social media or Facebook want to encourage people engagement, audience engagement. So how do we engage other people when they comment on your video, or how to tag other people or things like that? You have to increase that interactions, I would say. So don't forget about that engagement. Post something, when somebody comment on it, then you reply on it. And that would increase your engagement according to Facebook and social media.
Yeah, and also always have a point and a closing. Because a lot of us here will post on social media and we're like, what is the point of that video? Like, always have a point, know exactly what the audience that you want to target to. The thing that a lot of us make mistake is a lot of time we're trying to target into a broad audience and we end up not targeting anyone. But if you just target into specific audience in that specific video, then you're gonna get that specific lead. So for example, I did a video where I target to expired listings. And my message is, if you're already selling try to sell your house with other agents and you didn't have success, this video is for you, right? Or realtors, this video is for you. Like, you call their name. Also, hey, if you want to buy and sell the house at the same time but you don't know how, this video is for you, right? So always know your audience that you talking to in that video, so that way you don't need 10,000 views in that one video in order to get leads. All you need is just for that 1 or 2 clients to hear your message and see, hey, I'm in that situation. I want to buy and sell the house at the same time. I didn't know how, so let me pick up the phone and call Thao. Hey, yeah, I have an expired listing. This agent couldn't sell my house for months. I'm tired of it. I want to go with someone who can guarantee the sale, who can do more, who can do staging, who can do cleaning service. Like, talk to that specific leads and clients and audience, and you're going to have a lot of success.
And that will be the goal of why we're using why we use social media, right? We want to produce quality, meaningful videos to the audience, and that helps you to get more leads at the end of the day. If you want to increase your brand awareness, this is important, right? How do we make sure that people know who you are, be familiar with your brand, so the next time you don't have to sell so much about your brand, then you want to produce videos that increase your brand awareness. And that's one of the most important goal when it comes to our sale. At the end of the day, we're doing a sales job, right? So we have to help other people to be familiar with your brand. If they see that M, they know they're gonna get that McDonald's meals. So if they wanna buy that house and see that green, they wanna think of real Thao, right? How do we relate more of our brand to consumers' mindset? And yeah, That would be, we're using social media again to find an easy pathway to get closer to the audience so we don't have to spend too much time converting that lead.
Yep, the key is to get more inbound call instead of having to dial outbound call.
Yeah, the goal of any of the videos, quick video, here's some sample that I want to share with you. We want to make it quick, we want to make it easy, we want to make it short, we want to make it fun, and it have to be effective. So anyone here have CapCut? Are you using CapCut? Yes. If you have CapCut,
And
I
an
think,
iPhone.
and an
a
iPhone.
smartphone.
And a smartphone, then you're already halfway there. There's so many templates on CapCut right now that if you just search real estate, it's come up a bunch of templates for you already. So all you have to do is to upload that video of the house that you video or photos, and then it's already automatically generate for you the video, and that's so easy, right? I don't know if we can click on this, but some of the simple one, oh, this is tricky. Some of the simple one of how we just insert things into a template, and that can run already on your video. Can we try that one? Oops.
And CapCut is free.
Yeah.
Utilize it.
So this is the short reel that I promoted for my video, for the listing that I have. Is it?
It doesn't
Click.
work.
Doesn't work?
It looks like it's playing, no?
No, it's not playing. Anyhow, it's just a lot of templates that you can just download and upload it on your social media that you don't even have to spend that 30 seconds to do. But it's keep your content consistently. All right.
Or use Fiverr again. A professional video, it doesn't have to be shot by a professional videographer. It could be you with a stabilizer and with a microphone. That is very important. I really hate watching videos where there's a wind behind, like wind in the background and a noisy, like the audience can stand with the video shaky and not stable, but nobody can stand when the audio sucks. So make sure that you invest into the microphone, $20, $30 on Amazon. It doesn't have to be a fancy one, but audio is really important.
And a lot of apps right now, like CapCut, they can enhance your audio. So they're gonna reduce the noise. So you can take advantage of them as well. Mm-hmm. So now I hope that we're not boring you so far. Is everything going good so far? Yes, yes. Okay. So now I think this is something that we really want to focus on, want to learn about it, and I think this is a secret that Thao was able to get that 90-something million so in 2024. So Facebook ads, what do we need to know when it comes to running ads on Facebook?
There's no way in the world we could get to 92 million with just manpower, right? We need to spend money. And in this business, a lot of us afraid to spend money before we make money. But the key is you have to invest. And as you can see, this ad that I run, this ad is the first one. I spent $5,000 and I have 42,000 reach and over 50 views, and I get 40 ads on Facebook. So these ads, let me tell you, are the one that people actually fill the form, fill their name, their phone number, and their email. This not include the inbound call. We receive a lot of inbound calls from these ads as well, because I always have the call to action. Hey, call me if you want to sell your house quickly. The second one, same thing. I spend over $4,000. I get 40 ads, and other one 18, 36. These are the people who go to my video, they like that, what they see, and then they click into register. And then once they register their name in the form, so Facebook has a way for you to pre-create the form. As soon as the client click into that form, Facebook will automatically input their information that they didn't even have to type in. They will input their name, their email, and their phone number. The client just needs to confirm it. 2 clicks. 1 click is to click into your form. Second click is to click into confirm the form, and boom, now you're done. So once you have that lead that already collected in your Facebook Meta ad, I link them with my CRM. So my CRM that I use is Follow Up Boss. So the CRM that I use will automatically take that lead in, and I have the automation already set up for that specific online lead. So every time when someone go into Facebook, and then the system will kick in, my automation will kick in and say, hey, this is Nhi from Win Group. I saw that you are interested in this. Like the system will send out the message to the client automatic. And then my agent can go in there and follow up with a phone call. But everything is automated through Facebook Meta. If you haven't used it, it's something that you can get familiar with. And also a CRM. If you haven't, there is no way someone could run their business and make 10 or 20 million in sales without using a CRM, or your life will be miserable. But because we really utilize the technology, we're able to make the whole process super simple. So yeah, these are the Facebook ad, and as you can see, a lot of these videos I did with just my phone. It doesn't have to be with a professional videographer, but your content needs to be good. So before I go and shoot this content, I usually write script, and then once I write script, then I practice talking and repeating the script, and to make sure that I don't exceed the time. And also with real estate, you have to plan ahead. So let's just say you have a listing that is super messy and it's dirty, and you know you're gonna be able to transform that listing. You have to take some video before and after, right? Because the audience, like even us, we like to see before and after. Same thing for audience. They need to hear your story, like how did you sell that house? Or buyer, if you're working with a new construction buyer, you need to film the process, okay? When you first met them, they take picture at the piece of land, and then you're gonna go visit the home for them to make sure everything is correct. You go into the framing process, pre-sheet rock process, and then final walkthrough. Take video of that, put it into an album in your phone, and then once you're done with that transaction, now that you're closed the transaction, you have a beautiful picture, the title company, you have a good review that clients did for you, you put together a video and showcase people the whole process, how you help this client tell the story. The audience loves to hear the story. We're so tired of just seeing, just list, just sold, but we're hungry for stories, and the story will sell itself. So yeah, that's how I did it. And a lot of videos here, I don't need a ton of views, but I still have a lot of leads and inbound calls from it. And we also get a lot of organic leads as well.
And if you think about it, if you see maybe 4,000, 5,000 is a lot of investment, but again, you're running your own business, right? Nothing is really free when it comes to growing your business. But if you have 40 leads out of it, and think about if you can close one of them, then it's already paid off and you already get the next closing line up already. So I have one success story about running ad on one of my listings. It was so slow in that market time, and I have a 1.1 million listings, and it's just rare, it's just hard to sell, but I boost the ad for that one on Facebook, and then ending up I was able to find an unrepresented buyer who watched that video and decided to buy. So it's hard, but sometimes when you invest to it, you can save so much time on hosting more open house, running more things around, and at the end of the day, you were able to help that seller to sell that house in a slow market. So that would be very effective in a way when it comes to running ads on Facebook. And yeah.
Can I tell you another secret?
We love secrets.
So the secret is I don't run ads on all of my videos. I only run it on the videos that perform well. And perform well here meaning I post a video and I see a lot of interaction. It doesn't have to be viewed, but I see a lot of people comment or they like or love the video. Then I know that video has really good feedback from the audience. The audience tend to like it. Then I'm gonna go in there and pump more money into it to boost it. And if I run ads on those videos and I see it perform so well, then I'm gonna increase. Instead of spending $20 a day, I'm gonna pump it to, sometimes I pump it to $40, $50 a day. When it's in the good momentum already, you gotta pump to make sure that it's run at its max potential. Just like us, right? When the car is slowing down and you have to spend a lot of effort into making the car go faster, but when it's already start running and going fast, like it can go so fast from 60 to 100, but from 0 to 60 it takes a long time. Same thing for ads. Don't run off your ads, but invest in the one that has good performance.
Right. So I know that you use your CRM is another way for you to build your brand and generate more leads. So
Yep.
can you just touch on this as well?
Yeah, so this is the CRM that we use, and it's lead flow, and you can automate a lot of these systems. And it just, I don't have time to go in depth into this, but the key here is to use a CRM and learn how to systematic your business. A lot of us here is just so busy with everyday activities, but we forget to spend time to build a system. And myself, I have to spend a lot of time building this, working with people, or working with one who can teach you, who can show you to do this. We get leads from different platforms, home.com, kvcore, Compass, apartment.com, Facebook, and all of this will flow into our pond, and then from that pond, it will redirect them to the agents in our team or whoever that sign up to be in the pond that we assign to them. So I automate a lot of my system, and if you haven't used a CRM, kvcore is a really good lead generation form. I don't use kvcore to follow up because I think it's too complicated, but kvcore is a great tool for lead generation. I still use kvcore along with Follow Boss.
Yeah. So again, Thao is running a mega team, right? So of course you have to generate more leads when it comes to different platforms and CRM. But if you are like a solo agent or you have a team of 2-3 people like me, then maybe try to expose the most when it comes to what you have already when it comes to your CRM, which is kvcore. And I'm gonna touch point on how to use effective when it comes to kvcore as well, because that would be another effective way to boost your listing and finding more potential clients shortly. So here are some of the helpful tools that you don't want to miss when it comes to doing your real estate, right? So we already know Canva. If anyone here, you guys with EXP already offer free Canva Pro for any of the agents, so you don't even have to pay it separately. And with Canva Pro, you can remove that background, you can do a lot of templates and make your posts more meaningful and more attractive. We mentioned about CapCut, right? Of how we can do more video. ChatGPT, and interesting enough, a lot of people now, they don't search on Google like before, especially when it comes to Gen Z or younger generations. They're gonna go to ChatGPT and ask about that question. So make sure that you use what is there and so easy for you to access already. And we're gonna show you an example of how to maximize ChatGPT later as well. If you have a preferred lender that you work with, I know that I partner up with Nexa, with Phone. They're gonna grant you access with My Home IQ, and this is the way for you to generate more listings. That's very important for you if you wanna grow your real estate portfolio as well, that you're gonna want more listings on top of your buying clients. Later on, that would be the home AI of how you can, let's say if you have a really messy, unorganized room of your listings, then you can use AI to remove all the mess and make it more potential looking. Not a buyer coming in, they can see the vision of it. Then you can use home AI to remove and enhance and remodel photo just from a click. And some of the app here is free, so it doesn't even cost you anything. Property Boost on kvcore, I'll show you later, but it's really effective. If you have a listings, or for example, if you are with a big brokerage like EXP, you already have so many listings that you can boost from EXP Realty. You can choose the one in your neighborhood, in your community, and all you do is you can choose. It can be around 65 for 7 days, ad run or 165 for 21 days ad run. And from those ads, it's guarantee you with leads. If you don't have qualified lead, you can always go back to probably Boost and say, I didn't get any lead from this. Then they will refund you the money. So basically you don't lose anything, but that's good. If you have listing, if you have open house coming up, you want to hit that boost. So it's going to get to more potential buyers. And it's already there in your KB Core CRM system. And then some of the advertising tools that we want to mention.
Like Facebook ad that I just mentioned, and Google reviews too. When you're a solo agent, it's really hard to start with Google review, but if you run a team like us, then it makes more sense to do Google review. And also YouTube channel is another way to market it for free.
Oh, sorry.
It's
This
AI.
one, Home AI. So yeah, you do a lot of flips, right? It's like an ugly flip, taking a photo of it with all the messy stuff. But if you click that remodel option, it's take out all the mess. It's make you like a completely new construction view. So it can save you so much time in the long run. And this can show the potential to your sellers. It's a good way to impress your seller as well. ChatGPT, right? So marketing at the end of the day is the game of sending a message as simple as possible. So we want to make everything like color popping, like I mentioned earlier, and make it short, make it sweet. ChatGPT, you can do anything you want on ChatGPT nowadays. If you want to create that Facebook description for a just sold video, then you can type the whole paragraph in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will show you what will be the best content that you can post when it comes to promoting at the max level on your social media. If you have a new listing and you used to spend 15 minutes to come up with the listing description, this is what I love the most, right? You can just say, hey, write me a for sale description for a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom house in Allison with huge backyard. You can describe all of that, and it's come up with that one nice paragraph. And you can always make it personal when you can put your touch and revise on it, but it can save you so much time already. And you can also search what will be the next content that you want to put on social media. Yeah. You can ask just ChatGPT, what is the most common question when it comes to first-time home buyers? And you already have like a bunch of topics to cover right away. Yeah. Some of the tools that I feel extremely helpful when it comes to what EXP have to offer. We have a lot of marketing materials already ready for listing presentation, or we have a free website, and that's a great way for you to capture any lead. So instead of posting that HAR link, why don't you post the link that directly to your website, and this is free with EXP, right? So when the lead click to that link, if they want to see that new listing of yours or any listing that you want to show, instead of just like letting them go away, now as they search on your website, the website automatically asks for their name and their email or their phone number even, and in that way you can capture a lead right away.
And the beautiful thing from this is, let's just say you post a house that had 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath in Allison, KD area, then KB Core will automatically check that as a client criteria once they sign up and continue sending that lead the same criteria, same home in the same area. So it saves you a lot of time that you don't even have to go in there and set the criteria for that one lead. And it could be a cold lead, and KB Core just do all the follow-up for you.
Yeah. And like, for example, this slide right here is how to get the price evaluation in 60 seconds for any of the seller lead. So as long as you have a way to put the link out there, if somebody is looking to sell their house and happen to click on that link, the next thing that they will know that you will get is their address, their name, and their contact number. So that's another way for you to maximize what EXP have for us in order to grow when it comes to our business, right? And let me touch on,
Before you go, let me spill another secret here.
Thao want to make sure that you come out with a lot of secrets.
Yeah. The protest season is coming. Does anybody here know when is the deadline to protest the value on your home? May? Exactly May when? May 15, exactly. So do you think a lot of sellers already, maybe by February or March, a lot of sellers, a lot of homeowners will already receive their home appraisal from the appraisal district? Do you think that they would want to know if their home actually worth that much and can they protest on their home? You think that if you would tell them, hey, it is a season to file protest on your home, would you like to know the value of your home so you can protest? You can make the protest process much easier and have more success. Make that post on Facebook and give people the free evaluation using KV Core. Then now you have the whole database of clients who want to have the evaluation of their home. They might not want to sell their home immediately, but again, you're gonna have the automation on the seller leads that now you can continue sending them their home evaluation on or email how to maintain their home during spring, during winter, like put them into a campaign drip and then just let the system follow up with those leads for yourself, for you. You don't have to actually be the one who make every phone call or every text message.
So now you know, tomorrow when you go to Facebook, you're gonna see that ad that Thao running. Are you paying too much for your tax? Contact me to help you to protest for your tax. So yeah, a lot of topics, and nurture is very important. Any lead, you need to nurture them. You cannot expect that if you get that 40 leads, you're gonna have that closing in the next 3 months. It would be a dream come true for any of us doing real estate. This is an example of the property boost performance that I did for my listings, and you can do any of other listings as well, as long as you have the listing agent's permission, or if you're with EXP, then basically you can, the brokerage is the owner of that listing, so you can boost it. But yeah, you can look from here that we can just spend maybe from 60 to 150 budget dollar. It's not much, but it's doable for, let's say, solo agent or someone that running a smaller team like me. We can have about 150 spend, and we can have this much view, 6,700 views from that house, and you can show this to your sellers, right? That I run ad, I have number to show to them. I just not talk about it. A lot of agents, we just over-promise things, right? So what we try not to do is to over-promise and under-delivery, but we want to show more. We want to show the clients that we over-delivery all the time. So from there, we have about 7 leads, and of course, leads are leads, but we have at least we have another way, another potential buyers there waiting for us, but it's going to your job to convert that lead to become your buyer. A lot of clicks, and depending on how long you want to boost for a listings, you can have different results from it. But it works when it comes to if you want to kick off something right away and you don't have a content ready to boost on Facebook, then this is something that you can do right away already.
Yeah, this is super easy for those of you who are like, hey, I cannot even think about content to do a video, and I don't know how to set up Facebook ad, because Facebook ad can be really complicated. It's not easy. If you set it up the wrong way, you're not going to get any leads, and you end up spending a ton of money on it. KV Core Boost, like I said, I use KV Core for lead generation, and it is a great tool.
Yeah. For sure. All right, so I think, thank you so much everyone for staying until this point. I feel like we have a lot of information that we touch points. So when it comes to the secrets, it's not really like a secret that nobody knows, right? You hear this information that I and Thao mentioned in the last hour or so, but the thing is whether you do it or not, or you do it at the level that take you to get that next closing or not, then that is important. And I hope that with our presentation here is a good reminder for you, a refresh page for you to focus on our business again, to do what we don't want to do at the max level, right? A lot of us, we know that we're supposed to do it, but we procrastinate. We think it's a little too much. Then just start with something small. And as you be more confident, more familiar with doing videos, doing more ads, then it's gonna get better, I promise. Everyone start out as a brand new agent at some point. So if you want to learn more or connect to more, then connect with me and Thao, and we love to share with you more details of what we do. And before going to the next slide, and you want to have something to share?
Yeah, and if any of you here think it's too complicated, and that's also give you the reason why you should join a team instead of being a solo agent. Here we have a team legacy with Jeff and Amanda here. That is a big umbrella that they can support us at the high level, but also at Team Win, we also hiring We're looking for talents. We're looking for agents who hustle, hungry, and we're gonna take care of the social, not take care of the social media, but we provide marketing hours for you to have professional videographer to go and shoot video for you. We have video editor to do the content for you. We also have in-house marketing to help you strategy, make content and plan the content for you to make sure that you can take your social media and your business to the next level. So all the support that you need, we have it at Win Group, and we're hiring.
Okay, note. And then for anyone who want to stay more of training in the future, so we already have our events lined up for the next couple months for the whole year. So if you want to take a quick photo of it, you can do it. But if you're in our database, basically we're going to make sure that you know our next event. And we always do a Tuesday Zoom at 10 a.m. with team legacy leaders. And we have speakers outside of the organization all the time. And the purpose that Jeff, Amanda, Hui, Thao, and I are trying to do is we always want to add more values to you, to your business. So at the end of the day, it's a win, and we can make real estate fun and collaborative at the end of the day. So with that, thank you so much for listening. I want to quickly introduce Jeff and Amanda. They're the one who run Team Legacy. Can you come up here with us? And also Hui, because we are here and we love to support you in so many ways. So if you're struggling, if you feel like you need a certain thing, if you have questions, just don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. We're here to help you and want you to grow with us as well.
Yeah,
How was it, guys? Man.
That's a little good.
Well, yeah, so Tuesday 10 a.m. we dedicated an hour to spend to improve your business. So put it on your calendar, especially if you're in my organization, right? This is how we support and collaborative and help each other business. So thank you, Min, and thank you, Thao, for your presentation. This is really good. Thank you for sharing.
This is a community of giving back, and I am so grateful to be under Team Legacy. We have so many layers of support that a lot of us here might not have from other brokers. But once you join eXp family, especially Team Legacy, you're gonna have support from all of the team leaders. And the thing that I really like about eXp is the place where the pros go to grow, right?
Yeah.
We here, we focus in production, not just recruiting. We here, we actually doing the work, and we're showing you exactly how we do it.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
You wanna
Anyone,
say
Jeff?
something?
No, they said it all great. I liked your boots in there. Very. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit, but yeah, Amanda created this group. Just a couple of us, probably almost 9 years ago now. So and we also do a couple $100 million in production on our sales teams. She's right at 100 million, and so just kind of ask away, keep showing up to these events. Tuesday 10 a.m.s are the Zooms, just teamlegacyzoom.com. Everyone's on there. We're just kind of, like I said, I'll be hanging out. If you have any questions about what we talked about today or anything else, just let us know.
Thank you for all your secrets.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Thao doesn't share too much. So make sure, I don't think this is working, but
Yeah.
make sure, take advantage of it.
Thank you.
Should we open for Q&A?
Sure.
Let's pull up the first screen. Make sure you sign in so we can do a lucky drawing for the gift card at the end of the day.
Our information.
Okay.
Yeah, if you scan it, then you can basically connect with us on social media.
But yeah, before we hang out, does anybody have any Q&A that you would like to ask? Oh yeah, I mentioned about this already. Does anybody have answer for this? Elva is asking how often someone needs to post on social media in order to have success. Okay, two times a week. Exactly,
Yes.
2 videos, 2 posts a week, so 4 times total. Story doesn't count. Yeah, story should be daily. Any other questions? Yeah, Nikki? Before, I do all of that by myself, and you don't run a lot of ads if you don't have the time and the energy to convert those leads, right? But now we have an inside sales team where all they do is just to convert these leads for us.
All right, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. Appreciate you coming. I think we still have some water, snack if you want to hang out.
Wow.
Yay. Want to do a group picture?
Wow.
Yay. Wait.
Well, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for keep following up on me. As we had 2 events this week.
Oh, yeah?
And Sydney was like,
Hope you
hey,
learned
May, can you, let me remind you, can you do this next
I mean,
Tuesday?
this is
I'm
more
like,
real
okay.
estate, but I hope that you learn something.
And then, oh, thank you. I saw your new videos though. I love
Em thấy
it.
chị Linh đẹp cũng
Let's do
siêu
it. I'm like, I like that post and say,
video
hey
quá trời luôn.
guys, Sophia here.
That's good. Yeah.
I know. That's the thing. There's always ups and downs. We just need to
Yeah,
have
a long time I did everything on my own. Not
Have-
editing
have that
video, but
consistent
like planning
and that's
content,
what-
come up with idea, like everything.
the whole.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, the one thing that we should not do is,
Em làm hết
hi,
á,
my
em
name
làm
is,
script.
and welcome to my. Yeah. If they tune in, you really don't need to remind them who you are, and just say my newest video. When I say, when I open up the video, and I just say I sold this one and this one on Facebook, it's actually really helpful. Because I just go straight to the point and get that hook, and the hook is what help the most when it comes to getting people attention. Yeah, so I used to say like welcome to my listing at the beginning all the time, but then I cut that out, go straight to the point.
Em nghĩ được, nhưng mà
Yeah.